My coworker kept stealing my pens, so I swapped them out. I used to leave a few pens on my desk, but they always seemed to vanish. At first, I thought maybe I was just being careless. But then I noticed one of my coworkers always had the exact same pens I bought. Instead of calling him out, I decided to make things a little interesting. I bought a pack of disappearing ink pens and left them in the usual spot. Sure enough, he borrowed one right before a meeting and started taking notes. About halfway through, his notes began fading until the page looked blank. He stared at it in total confusion while everyone else kept writing. I had to keep a straight face, but inside I was dying of laughter. Needless to say, he never touched my pens again after that little incident, and my desk supplies have been safe ever since. Neighbor kept treating my driveway like free parking, so I taught him a $300 lesson. Okay, I need to get it off my chest. I live in a small house, nothing fancy, just your average neighborhood. My driveway fits 2 cars, mine and my husband's, perfectly fine. For the most part, everyone here minds their own business, except my neighbor. Let's just call him Jack. For whatever reason, he thinks my driveway is like extra parking for his family, friends. First time it happened, I thought it was a mistake. His brother's car was in there. He said it'd just be a second. A week later, it was some friend of his dropping something off. I didn't love it, but I figured whatever. Not worth making it awkward. But it kept happening. I'd come home from work, I'm a nurse, so some days I'm wiped out, and there's a random car blocking me. One night I literally had to park halfway down the street and carry 5 bags of groceries because his buddy's truck was in my spot. Every time I said something, he'd do that half smile and go, "Oh yeah, sorry, they'll be gone soon," like I'm the one being difficult. The final straw. I get home late Friday night after a 12-hour shift. Still in scrubs, starving, with takeout that's already getting cold in the passenger seat. And boom, giant white SUV just parked dead center in my driveway. Not even off to the side, like full-on blocking me from even pulling in. I knock. No answer. I call Jack. He finally picks up and super casual goes, "Oh yeah, that's my in-laws. They'll only be there a couple hours. Just park on the street. It's not a big deal." That was it for me. I called a tow truck. And yes, I checked before. Where I live, if someone blocks your private driveway, you're allowed to tow immediately. Tow guys showed up in 20 minutes. SUV was gone before I even finished have my fries. About an hour later, furious pounding on my door. Jack's beet red. His in-laws are yelling in the background, and he's going off about how I didn't have to take it that far. I just said, "You told me it wasn't a big deal," so I treated it like it wasn't a big deal. Then I closed the door. They had to pay almost $300 to get their car back. And funny enough, ever since then, my driveway has stayed crystal clear. Entitled neighbor tries to claim to my delivery package as theirs. I got home from work a little while ago and got a notification that my package was almost here. I go to wait for my delivery, and when I get there, the truck is there. The driver knows me, and as I'm signing for my package, my entitled neighbor storms over but keeps a distance and demands the package the delivery driver has. If you've read my past stories, this is the same neighbor who has a restraining order on her from me. She tried having her sister and her sister's kids trespass on my property, and all that. She hasn't learned her lesson. The driver tells her that it's not her package, and he can't give her the package. She continued to demand the package, saying if she doesn't get given it, she just storm over and grab it. I tell her if she takes another step forward, she's breaking the set number of how close the restraining order says she can get near me. She doesn't care and marches over, then screams, "Because of you, I'm separated from my husband and heading for divorce." I told her if she hadn't acted the way she's been acting towards me, her husband wouldn't be doing such a thing because he grew tired of her entitled behavior. She eventually went off back to her house. Update: I got the delivery driver's name and number so they can prove they witnessed neighbor break the restraining order, then called the police. The last thing I heard while being outside a few minutes ago was a loud scream of, "I didn't break any effing restraining order." Update the next morning, date 8th. August 2025, I went down to my mailbox and entitled, "Neighbor's husband walks over. He's not on the restraining order and says he's not sorry for the loud scream. She was yelling at the police and got herself arrested for breaking the terms of the restraining order, assaulting an officer, and for resisting arrest. She just tried to call him a few minutes earlier asking for bail, but he told her he's not paying for that. Am I the jerk for not giving my dad the master bedroom in my new house? I, 28 male, just bought my first house. It's small, but I'm proud of it. My dad, 56 male, helped me move in. And when he saw the master bedroom, he jokingly said, 'This will be mine when I visit, right?' I laughed and said no. That's my room. Guests will stay in the smaller one. He got weirdly serious and told me it's disrespectful for me to take the bigger room when he's the head of the family. I told him it's my house, my rules. He stormed off and hasn't talked to me since. But my stepmom texted me that I humiliated him. Am I the jerk for not letting my dad claim my bedroom in my house? If you love juicy stories and drama-filled lives, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss the next twist. Drop a comment with your take. I love hearing your side of the story.